Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of new leaks that just dropped inside of Anime Expeditions and everything you should be doing to prepare for the new update dropping on August 7th, update 1.0. All right, by the way, if this video does help you out at all, feel free to leave a like. I am also doing a Game Pass giveaway as always, so if you guys are going to be entered in the Game Pass giveaway, all you guys have to do is leave a like on this video. Comment your username down below and do make sure you hype this video. Helps the channel out a ton. We're on the road to 400,000 subscribers, and I would love if you guys were a part of that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So we did get a leak that I think you guys are going to find very, very, very interesting. But I also really quickly want to go over what we need to do to prepare for this next update. So obviously the first thing we need to check is the events. You need to go ahead and complete the villain update. And then if you haven't already completed this, because it's going to be a nightmare to grind. Like there's going to be so much new stuff. It's like, why would you grind this? This does end update 2. So you have time to grind it. It's just like, you're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff when this new update drops. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of counterintuitive to have to do both of them. So I recommend just doing this now, getting this out of the way so you don't have to do it later. All right. So that's the very first thing I would recommend. And then I'm going to show you the leak here in a second that we just got for a brand new, I believe, evolution. I'll show you in a second. I haven't really looked into it too much. This will be my first look at it myself. But yeah, the next thing is, now this is obvious, but just do all your challenges, get all these out of the way, get these knocked out, because all of, like, the more stuff you can basically loot up on, the better. The more paired you can be, the better for this next update. Because like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be another like villain update or if it's going to be literally something where you'll use gems. So really just be prepared, have everything possible, have gems, have coins, have all that ready. Now, really quickly, a lot of people have been asking me, and I'm going to quickly, I'll show you the leaks right after I say this, but you need to be using a macro. If you're not, you need to be using one. I personally recommend Exopanda's Expedition macro. There's so much crap in here. Expeditions, it's completely free and it is the best out there. And it is also going to be releasing on Mac very, very soon. And if you are on Mac and you need a macro, you can use Exopanda's Mac recorder. But yeah, that's what I recommend. Highly, highly recommend it if you haven't been using a macro or you've been looking for one that's better than Tiny Task. There are a couple things that are being fixed right now, I believe, with the Exopanda macro, but it will be, any like issues are being fixed. I believe the story mode and the raids and all of that work perfectly fine. I believe expedition mode is being tweaked a little bit to be more accurate, but for the most part, everything works, and I would highly recommend using it because it's completely free, and why not, you know? Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into what the leaks actually do look like. They are pretty impressive, and I'm pretty excited to go ahead and show you them. All right, so this is going to go ahead and be the video. I'm not going to have any of the audio playing because I'm not sure if it's actually copyrighted or not, but just off the bat, you can see we have this new character. It looks like a mage, and they're kind of standing on this cliff right here, and then there's a little waterfall right there, and it's kind of really cool. You got this whole new vibe, and if you look at the lobby, I don't think we can see any leaks for update 1 because everything looks, yeah, pretty much the exact same. You still have the expedition thing right there. It doesn't look like anything new really. Then we have guilds, which we already have, and it doesn't look like we get anything new, but we can see Elf Mage Lunar. So this is a new evolution to Elf Mage, and then we have the obtainable as the global season 1 reward for the tournament. So season ends update 1. So this is going to be a season 1 reward. So this season's going to end update 1. So you need to be grinding the global tournament. And I'm telling you this right now because you get this as a reward. So if you take a look at the global tournament, let's go to the global tournament units, or not units, sorry, tournaments. We now know exactly what the reward is. So you need to be grinding these up. And I don't know what you have to be in the global tournament. I don't know what level you have to be. Global tournament 1, but you probably have to be pretty relatively high. I don't know. That's the thing. It doesn't really tell you. I don't know if this is, you know, you have to be a certain score on the leaderboard or what the deal is, but this is most definitely the reward. And I don't know, does this just keep, yeah, this is just like an animation, which is pretty cool. All right, pretty cool. All right, so make sure you're grinding that. And the next thing you need to be doing, all right, you need to be doing this, is redeeming all the extra codes. Now, I believe a lot of these codes have already expired. So if we check up here, or if we check here, we do redeem codes, another restart is still available as the time of me recording this video. It's probably not going to be available very, very soon. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much all the codes have gone ahead and expired except that one. So all the other codes are expired. But if you do see any more that drop, make sure to go ahead and use them the second you see them, because again, that's just free loot, free rewards. So go ahead and cop that. All right. So what is the next thing that you guys need to go ahead and do to prepare for this next part of the update? Well, this is my personal preference, but you need to be maxing out your unit stats and basically just making these as overpowered as possible while you still have the chance. And like I said, with this event right here, you need to be getting all of the units. You need to be summoning in all of these units and getting as many as possible. As you can see, none of those are good for me, but you need to try to get the secret if possible, because it's like you've already done all this work. So you might as well go ahead and get the secret. So make sure you get the secret for that as well. Now, what else is there to do? Really, I mean, realistically, just grind a bunch of these items, get your units leveled up really, really high. So yeah, that's, I mean, pretty much all I have for you. I know it's a little bit shorter video, but make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next.